so we're gonna try this again. I got halfway through recording and my phone rang and it ruined all my recording. So we're gonna do this one more time. But anyways, my name is Nathan. I live here at my fraternity this summer and throughout the last year. It's been pretty eventful, pretty quiet this summer. Not much going on. We're getting carpets done and painting some stuff, getting ready for when we add on to the new house. But yeah, my internship's been going really well. Learning a lot. I've been hanging out with the guys after work. I've been going to my boss's house on Sundays, hanging out with them. Just kind of like going golfing and stuff. So it's been a really good summer. Kind of getting back into the Word, learning that I need to find time for God and not finding time, but making time, like setting a certain time every day for God. And it's usually when I wake up right before I get my day started. As I said, or maybe I haven't said it, I can't remember in this video, but I'm going to be reading from Acts 27 and 28, and this is about Paul's trip to Rome after being arrested. It's a pretty rough ride, as in Acts 10, it says the voyage was a tough ride. It's 27:10, I'm hoping I said that. But it says, "Men, I can see that our voyage is going to be disastrous and bring great loss to the ship and cargo and to our own lives also." They kind of like discredited this because why would they believe a prisoner? No one's going to believe this guy. They haven't really grown on him yet. As we learn later on, Paul is learned to be loved by the soldiers, but not right away. Julius does care for him at first. We see in Acts 27:3, he's allowed to, when they dock, he's allowed to go see his friends. So there is a little bit of ease on Paul as he's going on this journey. But after, of course, a storm hits, because why not? God's always right. So, when the storm happens, they all look at him, and he decides to stand up and say, "Hey, told y'all," and they are curious why he knew this, and of course that's when he opens up to saying an angel came and spoke to him. And that's kind of like how we can use it in our lives. We can, and not necessarily we go out and we start telling certain things, but people ask, "Hey, how'd you know that?" Or "Why do you do this?" "Oh, well, here, let me tell you why." And that's kind of what I got taken away from this is, not necessarily we're going to go out there and say, "Oh yeah, storm's coming," and then, "Oh yeah, storm's coming. Oh, because Jesus told me so." No, it's about, "Oh, why are you in such a good mood? Why are you doing this?" "Oh, it's because, I have Jesus in my life, and I've learned to, grow in him and just trust him." So that's kind of like what, my thought process is in this portion right here. Again, he comes for us and says, "Hey, I've also been spoken to, and two things are going to happen. We're going to have a shipwreck, but we're all going to end up on an island. That's only if you listen to me." And that's in 27, 30, 39 through 44. So when the ship does end up wrecking and hitting on the island, the soldiers are wanting to kill the prisoners, but because of what Paul has done, the centurion, which I'm assuming would be Julius, is like, "No, don't," because he wants to keep Paul. Paul has already shown that he has credibility. He's already shown that he has some value, and that they want to kind of keep that as something special, because who knows what Paul may do later on, As I was looking more on, when they reach the island, it's Malta, which is, they believe, is around Italy, the locals tend to, or rather, become friends with Paul, as they see like he's that he has some sort of, like, I don't know, they view him as a god because of the things he's been saying or the things he does, and the way he says things, they kind of view as, all right, yeah, that he is God, which we know he's not. So yeah. So he's in, the Bible says, or in 28:11, that they're on Malta for like 3 months. And it's a very, I imagine, long 3 months. I mean, if you think of today, 3 months, it would suck on an, on an island, you think, yeah, but if a shipwreck, yeah, it's gonna suck, you know. So when he finally does reach Rome, they found out that no letters have preceded him. So, you know, normally he's been writing letters to these churches, and then come to find out when he gets to Rome, they're like, who are you? Like, we don't know you. So he requests an instant meeting with the elders, and he wants to speak with the Jewish leaders and be like, hey, this is what I have to say, this is what Jesus did, you know, and all this other stuff. And of course it goes on, like, you know, in Jerusalem, that they're like, hey, you know, some accept, you know, what he's preaching, and some don't. That's, you know, what's been happening everywhere. So that's mainly it through this story. We find out that they don't really revolt or react as badly as they did in Jerusalem. They kind of, it says that he actually stayed there for 2 years, and he wrote some other books while he was in Rome. And that's kind of where his story, I wouldn't say ends, but that's like where this story ends. He of course he was still a prisoner, but he didn't live the prisoner life, you know. And it kind of just shows the grace of God, that if we just continue to trust him, yeah, it may seem bad, but it's not going to be as bad as it actually is, you know. Of course he's a prisoner. I would hate to be a prisoner, but if we just keep trusting in God, we can be, you know, more in tune to him, and just everything will go as well. So that's what I was supposed to go through. I got a new Bible, so it's kind of trying to break into this. It doesn't have all my notes like normally. But yeah, if you guys ever want to do a study with me, or have any questions about anything, I'm always going to be around. A lot of you may have my number. If not, you can always reach out to me on like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and stuff, and I'll be glad to talk with you guys about anything. I know the summer's long, and you may kind of like miss your friends and stuff, and I'm always here. So thank you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of the summer. We've got a month left, I think. Yeah, about a month and a half left. So yeah, have fun, keep on,